What's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you for an ML Sports Take, all a part of the ML Sports Platter. Please hit me on Twitter at Mike L Sports, and of course, download and subscribe to the ML Sports Platter podcast on Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, Deezer, you name it. Go ahead and download, subscribe, leave feedback, and a 5-star review. All that stuff helps an awful lot. Well, here we go again. The Tampa Bay Lightning, they go up 3-2 in the series with a big-time win over the Rangers at MSG last night, and it's just more of the same. Vasilevsky is a stone wall between the pipes. They just score the biggest goals at the biggest time. And at the biggest times, and you know, it's the old guard over and over and over again. It's Kucherov, it's Stamkos, and it's Palat. Again, remember, they're doing this without Braden Point. And it just shows you the quality of the franchise, the quality of the organization, the front office, the work that they've done going back to Steve Yzerman into Brisebois right now. And, you know, you look at last night, you know, Sergachev gets in it. Hagel, right? I've talked about this a million times. They redid the third line with Barclays Goodrow, who's now a Ranger, Blake Coleman, who's now a Calgary Flame. Yanni Gourde is a Seattle Kraken. Well, guess what? They basically remade that third line with Paul and Hagel and company and Ross Colton, and then they switched some things around in the postseason. This team was down 0-2 going back to Tampa. They win 2 games. That game 3, 30 minutes in, they're down 2 goals. They find a way. They get 2 goals, and then under a minute to go, Kucherov behind the back sort of ridiculous no-look pass to Palat for the game winner, and evens it up at 2-2 the next game. And I got to tell you, that was the turning point of the series right there, was that goal. You know, for them to get back in there. The Rangers let him back in a little bit, and the Lightning also pushed him pretty good to get back in. And then they tie it at 2, and then last night it was just an absolute clinic again by the Lightning. They adjusted. I thought the Rangers' game plan was pretty good in the first period. Very successful. They were clogging up a lot of passing lanes, and they were getting really physical. They were tight in the corners. But then the Lightning kind of just flipped the switch a little bit, and they became a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more patient with the puck, and it created some opportunities. Sergachev scores that first goal, was just an unbelievable kind of like little deke thing, brings it up and just fires it with that great left shot that he had, and a lot of screening in front of Shesterkin, and Sergachev was able to beat him. I think it was on the glove side, and then the Lightning roll from there. There's just, this group, nothing phases them at this point. They won 2 straight Stanley Cups. They've knocked on the door multiple times outside of that. They have an opportunity to set history here and win 3 in a row in this modern era with a salary cap. It's unprecedented. We haven't seen it since the Islanders did it in the early 80s. This team is unbelievable. They've got the best goalie in Vasilevsky, the best defenseman in Victor Hedman, although this year probably is Cal McCarr. But just overall in the league, they've got 2 or 3 or 4 of the top 10, 15 players in the league. Braden Point when healthy, but he's out right now. Kucherov's great. Stamkos has been great. Palat's been clutch as clutch can be. This Lightning team right now, I mean, don't bet against them, right? I mean, why would you bet against them now? They're up 3-2 going home, and I don't see the Rangers winning that game. I don't see them winning Game 6 at this particular point. I felt that when the Lightning were kind of let back in a little bit in Game 3 and they won, I said to myself, I don't think the Rangers are going to win another game. And that happens in pro sports all the time. Momentum, little moments here and there. I think back to the 96 World Series when the Yankees were down 0-2 against the Atlanta Braves. They win Game 3, behind David Cone, and then they go into Game 4 and they're down 6-0, and you're like, and they come all the way back. Jim Leyritz's home run off of Mark Wohlers, a slider high, changed the entire complexion of the series. They tied at 2. They didn't look back, and they won another 2 and closed it out in New York, and then they ended up winning the World Series over the Atlanta Braves. So these things happen all the time. But for the Rangers, I got to tell you, I mean, this one's going to sting hard. I mean, I think the Rangers overachieved this year. I think they arrived a little early, but I think that this Ranger team right now, narratives change a little bit. And when you're up 2-0 in a series, not saying it's over, especially against that Lightning group, no way. But you can't let them back in like that when you have the opportunity when you're up 2 goals. I think that part in Game 3, when you're up 2-0 in the series and in the game, can't let that one slip away. They did, and now they're down 3-2, and I don't see the Rangers winning the next game. And frankly, even if they do, I think it's going to be very hard for them to win 2 games against Tampa right now. Tampa blocks shots. Tampa sacrifices the body. Tampa's been here before. Their clutch is all hell. You know, they just do things. They do all the little things right, and nothing phases this group at this particular point. So pretty awesome stuff out of Tampa. Unbelievable grit, heart, determination. Nothing like the Stanley Cup playoffs. ML Sports Platter here, brought to you by our great friends at Tiny Bubbles Laundromat, Chick-fil-A of Cicero and Clay, Carvel of North Syracuse, and MyHotTub.com. Hey, get your hot tub delivered right to your doorstep today at MyHotTub.com. And if you're in and around the Central New York area, hey, lean on My Hot Tub in Destiny, USA. You can stop in, see the showcase. They've got a lot of awesome brand new spas for you. And throw it on that back deck. It is spa season. Weather's been getting warmer, but people go out on that back deck in the spa and in their hot tub, and they they relax a little bit in the evening time when the weather cools down. So it is hot tub season and summer season right now. Mike Lindsley with you here. Hit me on Twitter at Mike L Sports. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.